What is up, everyone? So today's video is going to be another update, and finally, hopefully, this video should be edited back in our regular fashion. I'm trying to keep the quality up, so we got our good camera back, got the computer back fixed, and we're rocking and rolling. So like I mentioned in the other video, we were removing the tank in anticipation for the fuel pump. So I think what I'm kind of gonna do from now on, and this is just me speaking off the top of my head, is some of these videos take a little bit longer to edit. I'm sure you guys can understand, but at the same time, I think it's kind of cool, in my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think, but just to kind of drop in on some of the things that I'm doing before I get a chance to edit the longer clips. So in the last video, you guys saw that we dropped the tank, I believe, so, or we're in the process of it. Anyways, the tank is now out. The fuel pump is now out. So this is that massive 32-gallon tank. Obviously, you guys can probably see how long it is. It's huge. So that's a 32-gallon tank. Popped it out at the bottom. It wasn't really that hard, I'll be completely honest with you. There's like 3 connections and 1 connection at the front, and then the 2 straps, and the thing just falls at the bottom. So I am gonna do a video. I've already filmed it, but I'm gonna be editing that video for you guys later. So like I said, I just kind of want to pop in with you guys and kind of give you guys a little taste of what we're doing. So I'm gonna have a separate video on how to remove the tank. And also, this is a huge thing that honestly, like, even me and Jay Green were trying to wrap our head around this, because nobody's really documented putting a aftermarket fuel pump inside the OEM basket. There's people that just kind of do it, but there's some things about it that we have to take into consideration. And after me doing a bunch of research on this and discussing with Jay, I've come up with a solution. And this pump and basket is actually very similar to a German setup, but I'm not gonna get into a ton of details. Just know that that's the stock pump there with the stock fuel filter here with 114,000 miles on it. Like, so I'll get into all that stuff, but it's more than just what you would think. So you guys can see that there's a suction on the bottom, and then there's 2 lines coming out the top. So it sucks from here and it pumps out the top, and there's 2 lines. So that's where you get into a game, because most pumps only have a pickup, a suction point, and then 1 output. So this is where the pressure comes out, and you can see it's a little bit bigger. So I've got that all sorted out. I'm just waiting for some pieces and parts to get in tomorrow, and I can continue that. What else? The spawn, whatever you guys, however you guys want to pronounce it, those upper and lower control arms and track bar, I sold it, and I'm gonna show you guys why in just a second. So we ended up getting this box here, and I haven't even opened it, so you guys are gonna be as much of a witness as myself here as to what's in it. I know what's in it, but I haven't looked at it yet. So we'll pop this open. If I can do it with one camera, one hand. Boom. It's definitely not Bilstein's. So I did mention this in the last video. Here they are, you guys. If I can get it out with one hand. These things are badass. Look at that. QA1. So we get the QA1 shocks. These things are awesome. They got the clicker on the bottom. So that is gonna go in the truck so that we can stiffen up the rear, get a better launch, hopefully get rid of the wobble. And just in case, so we got 2 of these. These things are looking slick. So there we go. We got the 2 QA1s, and I'll get into this in more detail later. But there those are. And then, like I mentioned earlier, the wobble routine for the back. You know, lowering the truck, it puts the axle out of alignment, and kind of gives this death wobble, or there's a few different, death wobble is more of the front end of a Jeep terminology, but it does have this wobble at high speed. So I kind of mentioned that in the other video, but I have these. So, I'm sure you guys have probably heard of this, but here they are. So these are the illicit no-cut brackets. So I got this from one of the guys I've been discussing with quite a bit on the forums. You guys probably heard of him, but it goes by the name of Gary. I'm not sure how much he wants to be kind of cited in these things, but yeah, it's from that gentleman. And yeah, we have the no cut brackets. So here's what we're gonna do. Like I mentioned before, I wanna do the most cost-effective route for you guys. So I'm hoping this weekend, fuel pump will be done. And while the fuel pump's gonna be done, we'll throw in these QA1s, take out those street performance softer shocks, and replace them with these stiffer QA1s. And hopefully we can have this thing on the street this weekend and actually drive it around and see if the wobble issue is gone. If all goes well, the fuel pump's in, the QA1s are in by this weekend, we're rocking and rolling. I'm hoping I can get some data logging done and head to the track this week. So I'm hoping I can head to the 8th mile for Thursday. 8th mile, if everything goes well there, and we got some good testing in, you know, myself with the HP tuners and Jay were happy with the tune. I think there's actually a 1/4 mile test and tune next Saturday. So that's my goal, is to rush to get this thing ready. But if for some reason this weekend, I'm hoping I have this thing driving this weekend. If for some reason this weekend the thing's kind of driving a little bit funny, still shaking, illicit no cut brackets are gonna get thrown on so that this thing drives smoothly and it's not wobbling, it's not sketchy. And that should be it, guys. We should be all set to sit there and try to make this thing go down the track. So as long as all goes well and there's no issues, we should be rocking and rolling and at the track. So I hope you guys like these quick little videos that I'm making, just kind of recapping. There's a ton of stuff going on. And not only that, I didn't even mention the transmission for the Viper shows up on Tuesday. And I have a new clutch, a new pressure plate, new throw-up bearing, new slave cylinder, all showing up tomorrow. And the way these cars work is the bell housing is separate from the transmission. So I can actually go ahead and throw on the new clutch, pressure plate, and put the bell housing back on before the transmission actually gets here. So I can do some prep work to get that ready. So I'm gonna have my hands tied. This weekend's gonna be hectic. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff together so that I can try to get everything done and we can start getting moving here, because it's a little bit sad that this car has just been sitting here for over a month. Those guys took forever at Tick Performance to get my transmission back to me. I know there's holidays, but they were kind of sleeping on some things. I think they took on more work than they could, handle. They had a huge Black Friday sale, and yeah, my transmission's been sitting there for a long time, longer than the holidays, I'll give you that much. So I sent it there beginning of December, and we're gonna be almost halfway through January by the time I actually get it back. I'm getting it back January 15th, and I sent it beginning of December, so just give you an idea, month and a half before it got back to me. So that's where we're at, but I am happy, not complaining too much, but I am happy that it's gonna be finally coming back, get the Viper back on the road, get that thing settled, and we can finally, hopefully, get the truck down the strip with the fuel that it needs and with the suspension set up so we can get out of the hole. And I'm excited to see what's gonna run. Anyways, you guys, any questions on everything, let me know. The Spone control arms are gone, so I gotta package those up right now so I can ship those out. And yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of buying and selling different parts so that we can afford different stuff on this build and then move on to the next one. But anyways, you guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Stopping in for the first time, check out some of the other videos on this build on multiple vehicles, and let me know what you think. But we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.